This week, I've been talking about what you might call the lost wisdom of Christianity, or you might even call it the lost content of Christianity, the truths we knew as a culture but have forgotten as we've forgotten our God. My goal is not to convince anyone to have faith. God forbid I should save your soul and leave less nachos in heaven for me. My goal is only to remind you that everything this culture has of value is built on a pedestal that the left is trying very hard to remove. On Monday, I talked about our God-given rights, that they're pre-political, not subject to the whims of government or corporations. And yesterday, I talked about understanding the sinful nature of man, which helps protect us against virtue signaling and personal attacks on our founders for their sins. Today, a friendly reminder that Jesus Christ never once said he would make the world a better place. You can go through the Gospels. You can't find that anywhere. Instead, Jesus promises that if you follow his doctrines of love and truth, the world will do its best to crucify you. The world sucks. Jesus is an alternative to the world. This is important wisdom. The world, meaning the way societies and people behave, does not get better, ever. During times of peace and prosperity, and when technology and medicine wonderfully improve our lives, it's easy to forget that people remain exactly the same as they've always been. If you remove the restraints of society, if you remove the habits of cultural tradition, if you remove the police, you get exactly what you have in the jungle, the strong over the weak, George Orwell's boot, stomping on a human face forever. As we see in every autonomous zone that has been set up in every Democrat city in the country, and that they're being defended by lawless Democrat governors and mayors and congressmen, where society withdraws, women become property, property gets trashed, and calls for freedom turn to acts of enslavement. That's why Jesus never once recommended revolutionary action. He only recommended that customs and laws be informed by a personal sense of love of God and neighbor, and the truth be defended to the death. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, Jesus said, and render unto God what is God's. And leaders and revolutionaries both have been trying to erase the second half of that sentence ever since.